Namaskar and good evening. All of you might have heard about a progressive company called Rain Industries Limited. It's a Hyderabad based company with a number of plants in India and elsewhere, Vizag, Germany, so many. It is involved in various activities. It has got a cement plant at Vizag. It has got a calcination of petroleum coke plant. It has got a distillation plant. And it's establishing number of other plants also for advanced carbon materials. So we will not be able to look at all the angles in one video. We will look at the problems that it is facing. Actually, up to June results, there were no problems. But in July, there was a ban on one of its raw materials, and there are a few other problems. So we will look at the problems it is facing. Many of the readers are more interested in that. So we will look at the problems that Rain Industries is facing currently. The Rain Industries is supplying anode materials to the aluminium industry for their smelter processes. Now, aluminium prices have been reasonably high, about $2,000 per ton, up to $2,400 also. So, why is it so? Because London Metal Exchange (LME), the inventory levels on the of aluminium has been coming down, but the demand is high. Therefore, the prices of aluminium are high. Therefore, the demand for anode also is anode materials, and the products of Rain Industries is also very high. As I said, the inventory levels are low. Therefore, the prices are high. In China, especially, the production levels are coming down. But because of that, the production levels in the United States of America are being boosted up. But the China, despite production losses, is having huge inventory. What will happen to that inventory if China allows export without any export tax, etc.? That is very difficult to predict now. But aluminium production levels are growing in Asia and Middle East, especially India also. Earlier it used to be China. Now Chinese production is slightly lower and Indian production is higher. In China, production has come down. If the producers are successful in removing the China's export tax, they may dump their excess inventories. Production is down, but inventories are excess. That they may dump on the world. So, but in USA, closed units are also being reopened slowly. And the demand for aluminium also is very high. There is a 10% import duty, therefore the internal demand is high. The imports are less, like that. A big company like Alcoa has restarted 3 units, and another Century Aluminum has restarted 1 unit. Now, this changing shape of aluminium production is affecting the estimates for the products required for rain industries. But overall, the demand by the aluminium producers is very high. Now, the next problem is a ban on pet coke. To help reduce industrial pollution, Supreme Court of India has issued an order in July 2018 restricting the use of imported pet coke as a fuel or coal substitute. You should not import for using it as fuel or coal substitute. But you can use it, you can import it for as a feedstock or as part of a manufacturing process. If it is a feedstock for manufacturing or as a part of manufacturing process, you can import, but not as a fuel or fuel substitute. So at rain industries, rain carbon especially, the import is of green pet coke, and that is used as a feedstock for calcination, not used as a fuel or coal substitute. It is used as feedstock for calcination. Also, the calcined pet coke that is imported by rain industries is required by aluminium industry for manufacturing of anodes for smeltering process in aluminum furnaces. So, it is a feedstock or it is part of manufacturing process, therefore, it is unlikely to come under ban. Already many industries are getting exemptions from the Supreme Court, and rain industries is also approaching the Supreme Court shortly. It is anode grade green petroleum coke. So, it is not fuel grade. So, it is likely to be exempted. Now, but the exemption may take place around October or something like that after Supreme Court issues the orders. Now, USA has imposed sanctions against one particular Russian company called RUSAL. Now, that's an aluminum manufacturing company. So it may cut down the production. Therefore, it may not require the materials manufactured by rain industries. So that sort of a fear is there. Now, that fear, the company says, is unfounded. In all probability, USA may lift the sanctions against RUSAL. Even if it does not lift the sanctions levied by the US, and if RUSAL cuts down on its production, etc., rain industry says we can easily move our products from our plant to other markets. There is huge demand for their products, and there are other markets where Middle East and throughout Asia there is sufficient demand. We will move it there. There is no problem, even if RUSAL comes under those sanctions. Rain industries plants are in high proximity to transportation hubs, and maximum flexibility is there to shift it to other markets. There is another problem regarding MARPOL. In mid-2017, the International Maritime Organization had confirmed the application of new regulatory norms under MARPOL, limiting the sulfur content in marine fuels to 1% or less. So, it will greatly impact. Now, presently it is around 3.5%, something like that. It should be reduced to 0.5% or at less than 1%. So, that will impact global refining compounds. So, it will impact the existing production of green petroleum coke worldwide. So, even if the company is able to import green petroleum coke, now it is coming under problems with MARPOL, Maritime Organization. So due to sulfur content reduction. However, now that will come into being only in 2020. Still a lot of time is there. Now we cannot draw any conclusions just now. What will be the impact upon this company, etc. Now, Rain Industries believes it can overcome any impact on the availability of the raw material, that is green petroleum coke, due to long-term relationship with suppliers, globally integrated facilities, and superior blending facilities. Now, it also says another thing. On the positive side, MARPOL regulations will greatly benefit our petro feed strategy in the distillation businesses. In calcination business, it may affect, but in the distillation business, it will be great benefit. That's what it says. The restructure of marine fuels means likely glut of available heavy cuts from the global refineries. This should mean more supply of very affordable feedstock in the distillation business. So MARPOL also, on one side there is problem, on the other side there is a great benefit. That's what it says. But anyway, it is in 2020. Something may happen by that time to ease. So it's not final. The next is expansions. All expansions are good. Last year, Rain Industries has announced two great capital projects involving 370,000 tons per annum. Vertical shaft calcination plant in Vizag, and the debottlenecking of our petrochemical distillation facilities in Europe. Vizag plant expansion by 370,000 and debottlenecking of plants in Europe. Now, the project work has started at Vizag. All permits have been obtained and work is progressing, and it is likely to begin operation in the third quarter of 2019. Third quarter of 2019. It is calculating on the basis of calendar year, it seems. Therefore, September end, something like that. The debottlenecking of our petrochemical installation has made substantial progress, and we estimate that this project will be completed on schedule in the fourth quarter, that is by December quarter. During the second quarter of 2018, June end quarter, I think, we announced plans for investing 60 million pounds in a hydrogenated hydrocarbon resin plant at our facility in Castrop, RUSAL, Germany. A hydrogenated hydrocarbon resins plant. It is likely to be completed next year, 2019, third quarter. That plant will become the centerpiece of the new advanced materials business. So that will be a great addition to us, that's it. But that will be third quarter for 2019. It will produce water white resins designed to meet evolving regulatory and social requirements for cleaner, greener raw materials. So we'll have to wait and see for that. So great expansion program. The company has hired a great expert by name Mr. Rolf Meixner. He has got a lot of experience on lithium-ion battery industry, and his experience will be crucial. Technology upgradation. Then the cement plant at Kurnool, technology upgradation is starting, and capacity upgradation 2.03 to 2.79 is starting. There is an electricity plant also being installed. That also will come. So overall, the company feels it is on a strong wicket. Some problems are there. They will be overcome. Let us be watching. As it is, there is nothing much to worry. So thanks for listening. I will come up on Rain Industries itself with another video covering financial angles. Thank you.